balance of my time. But I take just one moment to make it very clear that there's nothing that's being done by the President of the United States or this Congress that is going to destroy the free enterprise system in the United States of America. The free enterprise system cannot be destroyed by any of us. The proposals that are being offered on a variety of measures, and particularly this one, increases opportunity for the least of us and those in the middle that have been hit the hardest by our colleagues on the other side. They can name it anything they want to. It doesn't have to be class warfare. People can come up here and talk all they please. Middle-class Americans have carried the weight of this country for a substantial period of time. Now, we're in two wars, and we find ourselves in a position of having to try to right an economy that allows, among other things, that we had taken a surplus and turned it into a deficit. That is irrefutable. President Obama has been in office 6 months. Let's give him a little bit more time. Let's give this Democratic Congress the time, as we are undertaking right now, to do something that hasn't been done in quite a while, and that is to complete the appropriations process, which is our principal work here on behalf of the American people. Mr. Speaker, for years, Republicans thought that they could ignore our children, ignore the poor, ignore the middle class, ignore the unemployed, and ignore the uninsured, and somehow our nation would magically prosper. Footnote right there, all these people that keep talking about health care, all these folk that say that we can't do health care, I've been here 17 years and we haven't done it. One thing I know is for sure, if we do nothing, health insurance rates will rise and the cost of health care will increase. Well, Mr. Speaker, now we are seeing the repercussions of the philosophy of the past. Our economy is in grave distress. Everybody knows that. Millions are out of work. My colleague asked, where are the jobs? There is no one in the House of Representatives that would not do anything and everything that he or she could to ensure that every American is employed. Much of what's in these programs will help many of those Americans. And our nation's schools are falling further behind than their overseas counterparts, right in our face, and have been. And these are the people that said, leave no children behind. They didn't only leave children behind, they lost them. Now, while my Republican colleagues continue to play politics with this measure, I remind them that we are facing grave problems in this country. We must put the empty, divisive rhetoric aside and pass the bill so that we can provide real relief for those struggling in this economy. By shoring up our nation's health and social safety nets, by protecting our workforce and increasing access to the education and training opportunities that are vital to our country's long-term economic recovery and success. And no, America, no free enterprise is going to be lost. And no, America, there is no reason to fear. The fear would come from the people that caused us to be in this position in the first place. I urge a yes vote on the previous question and the rule, and I yield back my time and move the previous question on the resolution. Gentlemen.